What is going on, everybody? We are back with another CCW review. I'm Nick,
I'm Joe.
and we are here to talk about AEW Collision from June 20th, 2026. And man, oh man. Hey, Tony. Hey, Tony. My dad died 3 or 4 years ago. Can I get a push?
Right?
Like,
It's such pander. Dude, I don't understand a lot of the booking on this show, and we'll get there as we go. But wow. Wow.
I don't. Yeah, we'll get to all the things when we get there. Listen. So we start off immediately with the match I was least interested in the night. I was glad it was the first one.
Because their matches have become so paint by numbers.
No, because they were wrestling Lethal Twist, and I don't care. It was,
Hey man, Jay Lethal's good.
yeah. Honestly, they're all good. That's not my
Yeah.
problem. I
I
just
don't dis I don't disagree.
they don't have. I don't have an invested interest to watch them.
It's because you're not watching Ring of Honor.
It's true, and I won't. Match one was the Young Bucks and Jack Perry versus the Lethal Twist, which I can it's Blake and then Jay, and then I can never. Who's the other guy?
Um Lee Johnson.
Lee Johnson.
I think so. Um it's what's her name's husband.
Blake Christian, Jay Lethal, Lee Johnson. You were right. All right.
Hey, look at that. I know I'm right, but it's what's her name's husband? Why can't I think of her now?
I have no clue.
Sister of Sin, not Sky Blue.
Julia Hart?
There you go.
I had no clue she
Julia Hart's
was
husband.
with him.
Yep.
Man, should probably train more with him. Anyways,
Yeah, he good.
he is. He is. I don't have any notes for this, guys. This is honestly just your standard
Young
elite
Bucks match.
elite match.
Yeah, elite. Yeah.
I don't.
It was a 6 person match. If you can imagine that it happened because they do a move, it was in this match.
I wish their matches would vary up a little bit. Maybe have it to where like some matches they do certain things and other matches they do other things, so that's not like the same groups of moves all the time.
Yeah, because it's very samey, and I get it. It's wrestling. Everybody has the 5 moves of doom, but
Thankfully, theirs
FTR's
isn't.
matches aren't so like paint by numbers.
Thankfully, the Bucks don't have just 5 moves of doom. They have like 32 moves of doom, but they do all 32 moves
But they do all of
every
them in
match.
every match.
And
Yes, sir.
it's okay. Listen, we can have 15 moves of doom on one match, and then the other 15 moves of doom on another. I just separate them a little bit, just a little
Yeah.
bit.
Win differently. Win with something other than the Meltzer driver.
Yeah, I don't remember if it was on Lethal that got the Meltzer driver or if it was on Lee, but one of them got the Meltzer driver for the win or for the loss. Bucks win.
Yep.
Backstage,
Bucks and Perry. Don't forget about old Jack Perry.
listen, he actually had a couple of really good, nice moments.
Yeah, usually a dive to the outside.
Usually, yeah. Two of them back to back actually looked really good. Backstage. What the fuck? Are you playing your mouth trumpet, sir?
Yeah.
Backstage, Mina, Cameron, and Stat are backstage, and Stat's like, "I'm gonna beat Mina," and Cameron's like, "I'm gonna be on commentary," and then Mina was like, also like, "I need this," and then it's the same thing she says every week, and then Stat replies with the same thing she says every week: "I'm built for this," and then
And I said, I don't care.
the only good thing to happen out of this whole reaction was Harley Cameron saying, "All right, ladies, shake." And then she starts shaking her breasts. And then all of a sudden, the other two go to shake hands. And Harley goes, "Oh, yeah, that." She was wanting them to also shake their boobs. And they shook hands instead. Made me laugh.
Harley's on commentary for this match, and boy,
Is it bad I didn't actually notice her on commentary?
that's because she said nothing of note.
Well, to be fair, I didn't even notice Excalibur
Well,
was
you
on
didn't
commentary
notice.
till the end of the night. So
He got 3/4 of the way through the show and messaged me and said, "Hey, Excalibur's on commentary tonight."
yeah, I was listen. I've gotten in the habit when Collision's on, I shut my ears off because I usually cannot stand the commentary. Um,
Yeah, Tony Schiavone and Nigel have zero fucking chemistry.
but yeah, uh, although there was something I caught on commentary later, I don't think I wrote it down. That was pretty funny. It was when Mox was on commentary, and they were talking about how insane Marina Shafir is, and it had me laughing.
Because it made you think of the toes and
He
the
was
butthole thing
he
again.
was he was like she's got feet of leather, and I kept waiting for him to make a comment about Roddy, but it never happened. Um, Also backstage, Sheeta says that all the girls who embarrassed her have to face each other, and they're not gonna survive. And then TBS will stand for the best is Sheeta, and I was like, that doesn't work because you used the, so you have to also use is, and that's TBIS, and that doesn't work.
You're not supposed to think
Just
that hard
saying.
about it.
Well, she should have thought harder about it because it didn't make any fucking sense.
The best, comma, Sheeta.
Um, Match 2, survival of the fittest qualifying match. Mina Shirakawa versus Chris. Chris won. This match was just meh.
It was fine. It was fine.
It's
It was a TV match. It was nothing spectacular.
it's one of Mina's
But
better
it wasn't
TV
terrible
matches.
either. Yeah, it wasn't terrible. It was
But
fine.
so far, the survival of the fittest qualifying matches Sheeta, Persephone, and Statlander, and I couldn't care any less.
At least Persephone's match was a good one.
It was. It was. Um, I just, it's, oh, dude, I don't know. I would have rather just had been like six. Like, why can't Maya be in this?
Right?
Anyways, match 2. No, we just talked about that. Oh, the win was creative a little bit. Stat reverses Mina's seatbelt pin into a pin attempt of her own. Gets a 3 count.
Yep.
So that's how that ended. Abruptly.
Roll up.
It's done. My
Wish there
favorite.
wasn't another roll up later in the fucking show.
My favorite. Listen though, that roll up looked really nice.
It was good.
If
yes,
I gotta,
I don't disagree.
if I gotta give her props on one thing, that roll up was nice because it was out of a back suplex. It was really dope. Anyways, my favorite moment of the night, we get an old school style commercial promo video where
The filter they used is what made this entire segment. This was very Attitude Era comedy with the fucking CRT filter slapped on top of it.
yeah, it was.
It was definitely aimed at our demographic.
And it was the Bang Bang Gang doing the whole neutering clinic that they had jokingly talked about last week, and it's this whole thing where they're doing skits. They're talking about being able to do neuters, and they're talking shit about the dogs. And this guy walks up out of nowhere, and apparently I didn't write down what the name of the procedure was that they called it, but it was like adballectomy or some shit like that. And basically, they gave the dude an extra testicle instead of neutering him. And they were like, "Well,
We're gonna have to go back in."
prep him for surgery."
The dude was wearing one of the dog cones to keep them from licking themselves.
I laughed the entire time up until the very end when they said the phone number was 1-800-GUNS-UP, and I said, "You're one number short from this even being possible," and that kind of annoys me.
Again, you were looking too hard into that.
I always do. If I see a phone number, the first thing I do is count the numbers, and I don't know. I've always been like that.
Well, at least it wasn't 555-5555-555.
No, but they could have did like our phone number is 1-800-6-GUNS-UP, or however many of them there are. There's 4 of them, 4 guns up. There you go.
Yeah, that would have been clever. Maybe there's already a number like that, and they were worried it was going to lead to something
Then
unsavory.
you go 1-555-4 guns up. That's an easier
Yeah,
fix.
I agree. But apparently, the, much like TK's booking, not a lot of thought was put into this. Okay, it was
Yeah,
a fun skit. We'll just enjoy it for that.
they need quality control. Um,
He's supposed to be the quality control.
yeah. Backstage, Jack Perry is talking about Zack Sabre Jr. making him feel welcome when he first started wrestling in Japan, and he wants to test himself by facing Zack Sabre Jr. next week on Dynamite. And he said afterwards we'll go out for a beer. I don't think that's going to happen. However, I will say I am looking forward to that match. I think they'll have a decent one.
Is he going to be able to beat Zack Sabre Jr.? Because he struggled tonight with some nobody.
Probably not, but and I already told you. I already told you they're trying to get this Adam Priest kid over. As much as I dislike him,
He is a wet blanket.
he is gonna get 50-50 matches against people we don't think he should have a chance against, and we're just gonna have to get over it. Cause
So how am I supposed to suspend my disbelief that Zack Sabre Jr. can beat Kenny Omega when he just went 50-50 booked against Adam Priest?
one word, six
Wrestling?
syllables, diverticulitis. Um,
Oh no. So that match is just going to be him grinding at Kenny's abdomen? That sounds like a banger.
it'll be better than that. Apparently, they wrestled like 10 years ago, though. I don't remember it.
They wrestled when Kenny was in New Japan. They've got history.
Um,
The match is already out there, and this will probably be much of the same.
right. Match 3, the Hurt Syndicate versus Warren Johnson and Zach Mason. The numbers, Mason, what do they mean?
This was nothing. This was a nothing match, but it was entertaining.
Well, it started off funny because the dude, I think his name was Zach, was the one that was in the ring, and Lashley goes to shake his hand, and the dude smacks his hand away or slaps him in the face, and Lashley just looks around, and then starts to back him down in the corner, but he ends up tagging his tag team partner in, and they try to jump Lashley, and Lashley's just eating it.
Yeah, dude double axe handled him off the top rope from behind, and Lashley no sold it.
So eventually, they both go to run off the ropes, and Shelton Benjamin grabs one of their feet and drags them to the outside of the ring. And at that point, it all goes uphill for my entertainment, but downhill for the team. And they just dismantle these guys. Like, dude, I'll tell you what, that spine buster, the fucking right after the dude got pulled out of the ring, the spine buster that Lashley hit on the dude that was in the ring. He had him. Listen. Lashley is like what, 6 foot tall? How tall is Lashley?
Lashley's probably like 6'3".
Lashley, you nailed it. Lashley is 6'3", and I'm pretty sure he had the dude about 6'7" in the air. That spine buster.
Shit, at least 6'7". He had him up there. He was up above Lashley's head, well above his head.
Full extension, and yeah, no, it
big
was
old Farouk type spine buster.
It had me rolling because the dude, like, that had to hurt. Listen, there's only
Yeah, he kind of killed the guy.
they win. Lashley spears the guy, but Benjamin gets this pin off of it. And yeah, post match, MVP gets a mic and he's like, "We're not interested in titles. We're interested in money, and we're not friends or enemies with anybody. We're open for business. You bring the money, we bring the pain." And I immediately went, "All right, APA light."
Right.
Which I'm not against. Listen, I was a big fan of the APA. I'm a big fan of the Hurt Business.
No, it just logically takes them out of the tag team division right now for like any titles.
Which is wild because the last time they talked, they were talking about going for singles titles.
Yeah.
So
well, it just takes them out of that so you can have the programs that you already have without them, without people saying, well, what about them? Why aren't they getting any shot? All they do is keep, mowing through people.
What about me? What about Raven?
Oh, that was a good gimmick. I love that gimmick.
Backstage. Listen. Christopher Daniels. This was actually a funny segment as much as I also hated it. So Christopher Daniels is backstage. And he's like, "Yeah, tonight, Dante, you're going to go against one of the best wrestlers in the business." And off to the side, Scorpio makes it look like he's going to get the match. And he's all excited. He's like, "Yeah, you're going to wrestle me." But he goes, "You're wrestling against Mystico," and
Mystico.
Scorpio, he doesn't look disappointed, but he has that look, and I was like, "All right, cool, whatever." And so he's standing there, and he's like, "And we're gonna welcome back somebody who's been injured for a while." And Scorpio gets all excited again, like he's gonna be talking about him, and then he's like, "One of my," because he even mentions one of my favorite tag team partners that I've ever wrestled with, and so Scorpio's face gets super lit up, and then he's like, and he's like,
Matt Sydal.
Matt Sydal. And Scorpio gives that look on his face again, like, huh, whatever. All right. So, like, he doesn't look disappointed. He didn't have the Trent Beretta issue.
Where he just lingered in the background, like, what about me?
He was just like, all right, cool, whatever. And everything was fine, and I'm excited for Matt Sydal to be back. I like to watch Matt Sydal wrestle.
I do too. I like Matt Sydal.
But I never want
Always
to hear
have.
this motherfucker talk ever again. So, like, he comes into
Thanks, guys. I'm so happy to be back.
he comes into frame with the most leave it to Beaver fucking attitude, and he looks over at the dude and he's like, "Oh man, with you guys, you know, the entire time I was gone, you guys were checking up on me, and with you guys having my back, I feel like I could take I feel like I could take myself further than I've ever been before." And he sounded like the gooberest fucking whitest kid that you probably went to school with.
Nobody, the only person maybe whiter than him in that entire on that entire roster, based on how he's talking, is Speedball.
Correct. And I'm just like, listen, you're a great wrestler. Please don't
Just
talk.
yeah, let CD do the talking.
You know what it reminded
And
me of?
even he's not that great.
Do you know what it reminded me of?
What's that?
Gee Willikers, Mr. Officer, thank you.
Oh, can I put it on now?
Anyways,
Inside joke.
it is. It was so stupid. Well, I love the fact that Matt Sydal's back, but
Yeah, wrestling will be good. The Ricochet stuff that comes later makes it seem like we're going to get a Ricochet Matt Sydal match, which I'm for.
absolutely, absolutely. Um, Nigel brings out Ciampa and Jericho. My guess is because Shivani is scared of Ciampa.
Because they knew there was going to be an altercation. It's a face-to-face.
Correct. And we get an in-ring segment. Ciampa has his face-to-face with Jericho. Jericho says it doesn't matter which version of Jericho that Ciampa gets. Every version of Jericho. Listen, I'm paraphrasing. This was a terrible, terrible conversation
He was all over the place
on Jericho's place.
His shit wasn't making any sense.
No.
Paraphrasing it is actually putting it in proper order to make it make sense.
Yeah, he was saying some weird shit where he was like, ever since I got to AEW, I've been waiting to face you. And I'm like, Ciampa was never like, I feel like
He just got here like 6 months ago.
I feel like he got Ciampa's script, and Ciampa was the one that's supposed to be like, ever since I got to AEW, I was supposed to face, I was excited to face you. Like, I feel like everything he said was what Ciampa was supposed to be saying. None of it made sense. Except for
I think Ciampa's stuff made sense. I think Jericho just got lost because
no,
he
that's
just
what I'm saying.
wasn't prepared.
I wasn't talking about Ciampa. I was talking about
I
Jericho.
know.
So to paraphrase, Jericho's like, no matter which version of Jericho you get, that every version is better than it's gonna kick your ass. Ciampa's like, well, I want to face you in your adopted hometown at Beach Break.
Clearwater, Florida, beach break.
And Jericho's like, I accept July 8th in Clearwater. And then he's like, but tonight we fight. And he attacks Ciampa. And Ciampa eventually low blows him while they're on the outside of the ring brawling. And then proceeds to whoop his ass. Jericho gets busted open. Ciampa drags him inside the ring, hits him with the running knee. Like, the brawl was fine. I didn't mind the brawl.
Yeah, me neither.
Anytime Ciampa was talking, it was fine.
Yep.
It was just that.
I hope the match is good.
And honestly, even what Jericho says in his short little 3-second backstage segment later was fine. Yeah. I just don't know what this in-ring shit was. Like, where he was...
I don't think he expected to go first. I think he thought he was going to be the person doing the rebuttal. And Ciampa kind of allowing him to start first kind of threw him a bit.
It's possible. It's possible. We find out that, which this was what we were talking about, kind of. We didn't go into full detail when I was telling you about it. So Gabe Kidd showed up in Japan last week. and he attacked somebody. And it turns out, we find out tonight, that the Death Riders were the ones that sent Gabe Kidd, Pac specifically, to attack Shota Umino, who is their IWGP Global Champ. And Shota Umino has agreed to wrestle Pac for the title at Forbidden Door.
Forbidden Door. This seemed like add-on.
It really
like
did.
I know that like Gabe Kidd has affiliation with like Death Riders. He's kind of like Death Rider adjacent because
Right.
he's with the dogs. But it's like, what fucking faction are you in, dude?
Listen,
So,
it happens to the best of them. Andrade's also in 3 factions apparently, so shit happens.
yeah, just depends on what country you're in, apparently.
Yep. Backstage. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Match 4: Dante Martin versus Mystico. And listen, this match wasn't bad, but it was boring.
No, yeah, it was fine. It was a TV match.
There were a couple times where it looked like there was some miscommunication between Mystico. I about called him Mystico. Um, and
Mystico.
and Dante, where like Mystico was trying to lead Dante somewhere, and then Dante had no clue where the fuck he was going.
Language barriers.
I was like, get with the program, Dante. Here's what's funny. In AEW, Mystico has like one of probably the top 5 most fan favorite theme songs in AEW,
I
and you
hate
despise
it.
it.
I hate it so much.
Crowds are finally starting to sing it when he comes out and everything. Like it's become a fan favorite song.
I'm sure it is over like crazy in Mexico, but it doesn't make me hype at all. It makes me want to run away.
To be fair,
It
I don't think it's supposed to make you hype.
I don't know. I don't jive with it, and I at least I'm consistent. I've said it every time he's been on TV.
I'm in the middle. I don't hate it, but like I'm not a big fan of it either. It just exists. But I do love
It's a culture thing, right? Like I'm sure it's great
right.
for him, for their fan base, for his fan base. I'm not a Mystico hater, but I'm not necessarily a Mystico, rah rah guy either.
Right. That's me. Um but yeah, no. I just think it's funny because like the whole arena was singing it. And all I can think of is, Joe's hating this right now.
You are correct. No, I like Mystico. Just don't put him near any trampolines.
Also true. But Mystico wins with Spanish Fly. I had no clue that was his finishing move.
I didn't either.
Actually,
He's got
it's not.
several. Doesn't he have like a submission as well? Didn't he do like a submission?
His finishing move is the La Mystica. And it's the armbar takedown that turns into a submission. And
All right, okay. I'm not a Mystico fan, but I know that much at least.
Reverse armbar takedown because it doesn't get him into a traditional armbar. But yeah, no, it's the La Mystica as his normal finishing move. So when he hit the Spanish Fly, I was like, all right, cool. This match must be getting close to being over. I had no clue how true my thoughts were. He just kind of laid on top of him and got the pin, and I was like, oh, all right.
Yep.
Guess we're moving on.
Yep. TV finish.
There was a fun spot in the match though that I did want to point out. It's a part where Mystico pointed up in the sky and Dante looked up and then Mystico kicked him in the stomach, and I was like, that is the most goober fucking thing to catch anybody.
You fucking nerd. Like, what are you doing? What's up there? Like, seriously. Oh, geek. What the fuck are you doing? That's like pointing at somebody's chest to get them to look down and then go boop and bop them in the nose with your finger. Oh, Jesus.
Backstage, the Demand, Ricochet is basically saying that Takeshita's afraid of him and using the Don Callis family to avoid him. He's like, but that's fine. I noticed that Matt Seidel's back. He's like, well, welcome back, but since you don't wrestle anymore, if you can figure out how to ever wrestle again, come give me a holler. It was actually a really good promo. I enjoyed it.
I'm for it. Like that
And
sounds like a perfect collision match to me.
exactly. Or you know what? Fuck it. Let's jumpstart this shit. Make it a pre-show match at the fucking pay-per-view. You guys like to throw on 3 or
You
4
know
pre-show
what?
matches?
I'm for that as well.
I'd rather have that
I
than
would
Big
be.
Boom.
You ain't wrong there.
Match 5. Pac versus some dude named Jay Alexander, who looked like Jeff Cobb's fucking trainer. This dude was built like a fucking brick shit house.
Yep. He's a thick old boy.
Did not matter. Pac ended up hitting the nastiest looking clothesline I think he's ever done in terms of his stupid clothesline move that I hate. But it looked like it fucking sucked. Dude sold it
His
well.
bouncy clothesline. Yeah, dude did sell it well. Dude could move for being as big as he was. He was doing leapfrogs and shit.
Yeah.
He was an agile guy.
Very Rick Boogs like.
Yeah.
He ended up winning with the brutalizer after doing the clothesline and got the win. Backstage. Oh, listen, this is everything from here on.
Sucks. It's questionable. I
Thunder
won't say sucks because the match wasn't bad.
Thunder Rosa comes on TV and just happens to open the fuck in her mouth. And she's like, oh, did you forget that I wrestled for AEW just because I've been on my side quest doing stuff for CMLL? And I was like, no, I was happy you were fucking gone. I'm gonna be honest. I forgot you existed. And now, apparently she's tag teaming with, and they actually said who it ended up being later on in the show. After some searching, and I paused the thing so that you guys, that probably sounded really weird the way that cut into everything.
Yeah, not the cleanest break.
Thunder Rosa is bringing Olympia from CMLL, who's great. Don't get me wrong. But that means there are 3 really good wrestlers in this match, and then Thunder Rosa. And I just, dude, I don't care. I'm so like, no, Thunder Rosa, stick to CMLL or go to Ring of Honor. I don't care.
Yeah, she's had one really, really good match, and it was against a person who doesn't even wrestle there anymore, who's still crazily under contract there. But
I just
the like hardcore match with Britt Baker was it. None of her other matches have been very good at all.
No. So then we follow that up. To be fair though, she didn't do bad as far as the promo itself. I just don't care.
Yeah,
I just don't care.
Agreed. Her character's not on screen enough to devote any kind of attention to one way or the other.
No. Adam Priest versus Zack Sabre Jr. Listen, I actually really enjoyed this match. Even though, listen, I don't care for Adam Priest. I never will, because the dude has no personality. He reminds me of the deaf dude in NXT in terms of people I could give a fuck less about. I just...
My problem is, he is a very low on the card wrestler. He is an undercard performer. We'll even call him an enhancement talent because he can work. Why is he getting 50-50 booked with the guy who's supposed to be challenging Kenny Omega at the pay-per-view? Why is Zack Sabre Jr. getting 50-50 booked with Adam Priest?
Oh, that I can actually explain easily, because they're trying to build Adam Priest up. That's always been their goal. That's why he gets stuck on our TV once every month and a half.
But that's the thing. Once every month and a half, who's going to remember? And it's always Collision. So it's every month and a half on a show that a third of your audience watches.
He's got this weird semi-big following of fans, dude. He's like a cult classic for some fans, and I don't get it. He's a thumb. All right?
He's a thumb.
Yeah,
like you said, his he can work. That's why I said he was like an enhancement talent, but he shouldn't be going toe to toe with top people.
Yeah, no, he's always going to go toe to toe with top people because they're trying to build him up. So you and I both Need to work on getting over that part of it.
I just don't understand it. Out of all the wrestlers that you have,
I just wish they would find a way to give him a fucking personality for me to care. And I don't know how
you want him to do like a Kevin Knight thing, where Kevin Knight was just Speedball's bland buddy, and now has all this. I won't call it charisma because I don't think it's actually charismatic, but all this cockiness and
No,
bravado.
I don't need cockiness from Priest. I just need a goddamn personality.
No, but Kevin Knight developed one. I'm not saying it has to be that specifically, but you want kind of that kind of transition.
Something. But here's the difference, though, right? Adam Priest on a technical side looked pretty decent with Zack Sabre Jr. Kevin Knight's wrestling
it's also
style,
Zack Sabre Jr.
also true. Kevin Knight's wrestling style is very flashy. It's easier to watch very flashy than it is more technical wrestling, and it's one of the things that drew me to enjoying Kevin Knight.
Most shooter style workers don't have personality.
Listen, I like Zax. He's cocky, but he's not like Kevin Knight, outwardly cocky. He just gets in the ring and turns you into a fucking knot, and that's fun for me.
Makes you a pretzel.
It's one of the reasons I love Jonathan Gresham. He can do the same thing. He pretzels motherfuckers up, and it's fun.
Little Mighty Mouse.
Yeah, dude, he's tiny. Tiny height-wise. He's not tiny width. Okay.
No, he's as wide as he is tall. He's as broad as he is tall.
Listen,
he's jacked.
I would run. He would catch me because I'm slow, but I would run from him. All right.
I would run from him and his wife. Jordan Grace ain't to be fucked with either.
Also true. Listen, some of my favorite things to watch on Twitter when I scroll past them are some of the videos that they take while they're at home. It's fucking like the two of them together have like the perfect wrestling couple relationship as far as what I've seen. They're nerds, so they always do really goofy shit. Whereas you usually see like another really good wrestling couple is Becky and Colby, since that's his real name.
Rebecca and Colby.
But yeah, Seth and Becky Lynch. Anytime they're together, they're really good. Now they're a little bit more serious as far as they're not as goofy. At least on camera.
Yeah, they're living the gimmick a little bit.
But no, anyways, yeah, no, I like the Pretzeler people. They're fun. If you ever want to get me to enjoy any kind of truly like submission-y technical style match, you got to be able to fold people's legs behind their fucking ankles and heads and shit. Like,
tie them in knots.
Yeah, that's how you're gonna get me interested. Resting holds or not. Like headlocks, don't give a fuck about your headlock. Now, if you get him in a headlock,
Randy Orton really wrenching in that headlock's not doing it for you.
Now, if they have their leg up by their head and have them in that headlock, you're starting to lean a little more into what I enjoy.
He's given them a headlock with their own leg. He's
Exactly.
just wrapped their leg around their head.
Anyways, Zach won by submission, as everyone expected him to by the end.
Right. Finally, after a long 50-50 booked match.
It wasn't that long, guys. It was like 7 minutes.
Yeah, it felt much longer.
Backstage, Bane and Cross are like, yeah, sure, whatever, you dumb bitch. So that tag match is happening. It was far more cocky and conceited than that, but that's pretty much what it equated to.
They're fighting the CMLL duo.
Yeah, Thunder Rosa and
Olympia. Yes,
Backstage, the 5-second Jericho segment that was actually pretty good. Jericho was like, hey, thanks, I needed this, because, he got busted open. He's like, but you aren't going to thank me for what happens next. He's going to hire somebody to hurt them. I'm just saying.
I don't want that to happen, but We'll see.
Listen. No. We're not. No. Listen, one of my dream matches right now that I just thought about it, is Ciampa versus Shelton Benjamin. Okay, if you want to make me happy as a viewer,
That would be a great match, more than likely.
that's the match I need. It's just these two beating the fuck out of each other, and I am here for it. Anyways, not backstage. Match 7. Here we go. Owen Hart women's semifinals. Athena versus Maya World. And guess what? The thing we feared that was gonna happen when we were talking on fucking Wednesday happened.
It is happening.
We're getting Maya World versus Monet
Mercedes Monet.
at Forbidden Door in a pay-per-view match, because all of us asked for that. Yeah, we did.
Yep. I feel bad for Maya. She is dealing with some extreme loss. I get it. She wasn't in the tournament initially. And now this just feels like pandering and sympathy. And I don't have any time for that. You robbed us of Athena versus Mercedes.
Tony,
To
not
put
Maya.
Maya. Yes, not Maya. I don't blame Maya. Maya's just doing what she's told. To put Maya in this final. Now I don't care who wins, because it's not interesting if Mercedes wins it, and it's not interesting if Maya wins it.
Here's the thing. Mercedes versus Tekla would be a hell of a fucking match, and I have no problem if that's the match that we get at Wembley. Just like I would have had no problem if it was Athena. My preferred option would have been Athena versus Tekla, because I think that match would have fucking
Would be better.
banged. But Monet is still a top 3 fucking wrestler. So I mean, I'm not mad.
No, it's not even shade against Monet. It's just retread. We've been here before.
But where we're at now, we're in a situation where if Maya wins, she's going on to All In to wrestle Tekla in what is going to be the most pointless match of that entire fucking night.
Dude, who's to say Tony doesn't just strap the rocket to this girl and put the belt on her?
I will quit watching AEW. Do not.
I'm just saying. The booking up to this point has been questionable.
And
I don't even dislike Maya, like I said, but this just feels pandery and sympathetic and off.
yeah.
The match she had with Athena was a good match. Like we mentioned earlier, the roll up at the end was a very good roll up.
Oh yeah, she did that weird.
There's still.
It was like a half back suplex, and then she flipped over afterwards.
Yep.
It was basically like the German that we used to do on World Tour with the Widow, but it was a half suplex, and then she rolled over through it, and I was like, that was actually a really good pin. Cool. But you know what? I'd have rather her hit that move to get into the fucking 6-way match.
Yeah.
Because like I
For the TBS title, which is much more in her lane.
Given
what she had been booked to previously.
My problem is I didn't care if it was going to be Athena versus Tekla or if it was going to be Monet versus Tekla. Because you know what?
Because it was going to be good regardless.
Athena versus Monet was going to be a banger of a fucking match, and then whoever won
could have been an all-timer.
Was going to
could
go
have
on
been an all-timer
and probably put on a banger of a match with Tekla. And to be fair, I do see Tekla losing the title at All In if it's one of those two women.
Agreed.
And now I actually have to sit here and worry, is Tony going to book Maya, who, by the way, even though this was a good match, she still stumbles around and stumbles through shit. She's not really top notch yet. But now I got to worry.
She's not a finished product. She's not a Mercedes or an Athena. She's not a finished product.
But now I got to worry. Are you going to book this lower mid-carder to go for the world title at Wembley?
Your biggest show of the year, where you should be putting your best foot forward.
And it's just another one of those weird fucking booking decisions that just doesn't make sense outside of, oh, I'm sorry your brother died. Oh, you need to wrestle to get your mind off of it. Here, let me push you and we can make a feel good story out of it. Like, fuck out of here with that shit, man.
It's so disingenuous.
It's
Yep.
there are times where feel good stories work and there are times where they don't. Um
Yep. This
Soraya
seems entirely forced.
Soraya, when she won, you're like, okay, a legend, feel good. She's in Wembley, she's at home, makes sense. And they ended up taking it off of her
Well,
not long afterwards.
after
Either.
coming back from a serious injury
Right,
again.
it's a feel good story that made sense. This doesn't.
No, it feels pandery.
So I don't know. We'll see what happens. And then it's not even just that. You actually have Maya kick out of the fucking O face.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure did.
I was so annoyed.
Emphatically at that. It wasn't like a barely got the shoulder up. She like emphatically kicked out.
So, anyways, the only good thing that comes out of all of this is post match, Monet comes out and they do this little thing where she's like all fake being happy for Maya, which we knew better.
Right?
And basically, her and Athena beat the shit out of Maya in the middle of the ring. Um, Monet gets
Which
the
all this did was scare me more that they're gonna put her over.
Maya gets put in the statement maker, which, by the way,
Is that our thumbnail? I hear clicking like he's sending it to me. And he is. Oh, look. Oh, nice. I like Athena in the background there.
but I'm just like, what
Yeah.
the fuck are we doing, dude? I don't.
I don't know. I don't know either. It bums me out.
Um.
Totally bums me out.
Anyways, um, some other things to talk about real quick. So Forbidden Door, we're getting Mercedes versus Maya. We're getting Divine Dominion versus Thunder Rosa and Olympia. Dynamite, we're getting Swerve versus Daniel Garcia. Will Ospreay versus ELP. I still don't know who ELP is. We're getting the Death Riders versus Mystico Brodito. Harley Cameron versus Marina Shafir. Is this like a 3-hour fucking show?
I hope not. Well, no, I don't care. I'm off this Wednesday, so you know what?
Queen Aminata versus Red Velvet, and both those women's matches are for qualifying.
For the TBS thing.
Konosuke Takeshita versus Ricochet for the International Championship on Dynamite.
That should be good.
Beach Break, it has been officially announced that we're getting Tommaso Ciampa versus Jericho. So that's like 3 weeks away, though.
That's several weeks away, yeah.
Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go be a heel on Twitter because that's what I do.
I'm gonna go eat. I'm hungry now.
Yeah, I ate some pizza today. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there, since tomorrow's Father's Day.
Yeah, indeed.
And we will talk to y'all next time. Deuces.
Oh, we didn't mention our commenter.
Oh, our commenter. Hey, I even actually had that pulled up. Where did it go?
Yeah.
And by the way,
get in the comments, guys.
Thanks to Michael Vasquez for commenting in our comments. It was a bunch of hand claps, but you know what? We appreciate
We'll take it. We'll take it.
That's what we're looking for. Like, comment, subscribe, all those things. We love you guys. We'll talk to y'all next time. Deuces.
Later.